Hi guys, this is Naeem Sheikh, and in this video you will be learning basic of microprocessor and microcontroller. Since this is the first time editing of my video, there might be some possibility of lagging and leading of the videos and audio. Please cooperate with this, and if you understood, then please like my video. Thank you. Let's start with the video. Okay, so to begin with, since this is going to be your first time of learning this microprocessor and microcontroller, that is what I'm expecting. And with respect to that assumption, I'm thinking that you will not be knowing any basic or any fundamental of this subject. So to begin with, I'm going to start with the very scratch and fundamental things that you are going to need to know this subject. Okay, so let's see some of the things that you might already know. So we will start. I hope you all know the binary language. That is, binary language is of zeros and ones. It has only 2 digit or 2 bit that can represent the whole entire language. Either it is numerical system or either it is alphabets, anything that is being represented by this code, 2 code. So something is called as a bit. Whenever you represent this either 0 or 1, it is actually called as a bit. Okay, so I'm going to represent this with X. There is something called as a nibble. Whenever I have 4 bits all together, I say it is a nibble. Okay, let me put this here. This is a bit, and the nibble consists of 4 bit, 1 2 3 and 4. This next thing that you know is byte. Byte is consist of 2 nibble or 8 bits, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So bit is represented by one single digit. There is something called as a nibble, and nibble is represented by 4 different bits altogether. Example is like you might have seen binary. If I want to write down something in binary, let's say 1 I want to write down, so I will put 3 0 and then 1. So this is called as a one nibble. Okay, there is something called as a byte, and byte consists of 8 different bits. So this is a representation of a 1 byte. An example of a 1 byte, let's say I'm writing decimal number, जो normally हम लोग say 09, let's say 09 is a decimal number. Okay, so 09 can be represented, this is to the base 10, that means ये normal 9 है, तो उसको हम लोग बाइनरी में रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. तो 0 को बाइनरी में रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ निबल एज 40. Okay, can you see 0 0 0 0, and 9 can be represented by 1 0 0 1. This is a form of a 9. Okay, so this is 1 byte. This is a binary representation, that is base 2. Clear? That is base 2, and this is equivalent of 9, that is base 10. Now apart from this byte, the other thing that you know must be is 1 KB. So 1 KB is basically representation of 1024 1024 byte. Yes, so this, if this is one single byte, oh god, if this is one single byte, so likewise if I have this number is decimal number. Okay, 1024. If I have 1024 bytes all together, then it becomes 1 kilobyte. Okay, normally 1 kilo, if you encounter this kilo word in a decimal system, so in decimal it means 1000, but in binary it is roughly equivalent to 1024. Okay, yeah, that is 1 kb. So apart from 1 kb, there is something called as 1 MB. So 1 MB is nothing but 1024 kilobyte, 1024 kb. Okay, so these things are basic and that you all know, I hope now. So 1 GB, apart from this, you know that 1 GB is 1024 MB. This is very much basic. And 1 TB, you might have heard, not only heard, you might have 1 TB of hard disk in your system. So 1 TB is nothing but 1024 GB. Okay, please tell me if I'm not audible to you. Tell me if any other disturbance is there. Okay, I will not come to know, since I'm into teaching. I'll have to keep on checking whether I'm reachable to you, audible to you or not. Okay, okay, let's go ahead with this. Apart from this KB and all TB, this is the basic thing that you know. Now let's go ahead with this to the introduction part of the gate, logic gates. Since all of you are from the science background in your 11-12 standard, so you might have studied the logic gates, and which is very common and very simple thing in physics that you learn. Logic gates, it's a part of electronics in physics subject. So you might have known these basic gates. Let's say, for example, I'm going to draw this gate. I hope you must be remembering this gate. I can see your chat, so you can mention this gate, the name of the gate on the chat. Let's make it more. Very good. This is AND gate. Okay, so this is AND gate. Excellent. So this AND gate has a truth table, right? And what are these two things that I have drawn on the left hand side of this? Let's say A and B, and let's say Y. What is A and B and what is Y? Very good. It is input and Y is output. Very nice. So I'm going to draw the truth table for this NAND gate, AND gate, and it has a truth table of something like this. Say A, B, and your Y is output. Right? So your A and B, this two input can take 4 different combinations, since each A and B individually can have the value zeros and ones, right? So A can be 0, then B can be 0. When A is 0, then B can be 1. When A is 1, B can be 0, and when A is 1, B can be 1. I hope this 4 combination you know. And basically AND gate means what kind of a mathematical operation you perform? Multiply. Very good. So we multiply these two inputs, A and B, value of the two inputs. So 0 into 0 will give you the output 0. Then 0, 1 will give you 0, then 0, and then 1. So you know this much basic. That means I know the rest of the gate you must be knowing. So let me see, if I do this, what kind of a gate is this? NAND. Very good. So it is a NAND gate. I hope what I am doing at the same time you could also see my screen, so you can also see the output that you are giving. So this is Anjali said NAND gate. Most of you, Dhanashri said NAND gate. All of you are almost saying NAND gate. Exactly. So NAND gate has nothing but the output of Y bar. Same output इसका जो है वो complement हो जाएगा. You will have Y is equal to 1, 0 का 1 हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे भी 0 का 1 हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे भी 0 का 1 हो जाएगा, और ये 1 का जो है 0 हो जाएगा. So this is specifically truth table. Whenever you have A as input and B as output, your Y will be, let's say in this case I'm just taking Y bar, so it is just a complement of AND, correct? Now the rest of the gates you must be knowing, then NAND, AND gate, OR gate. Okay, let's focus on this gate now. Hope you know this gate is. What this gate is? XOR. Very good. सो XOR जो गेट है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट गेट है, क्योंकि उसका जो आउटपुट है उसका इक्वेशन, मैथमेटिकल इक्वेशन कुछ ऐसे लिखा जाता है, ए प्लस और प्लस के बाद ब्रैकेट एंड देन बी. ओके, सो कैन एनीवन लाइक कमेंट व्हाट वुड बी द ए प्लस ब्रैकेट? द ब्रैकेट के साथ वो जो सर्कल है वो क्या रिप्रेजेंट करता है? Of course, if you could tell me, that it would be better. I will write down the answer. It represents A B complement plus A complement and B. This is what it represents, the symbol with a mathematical expression. Okay, so how this is going to be? A, then you can write A complement, then when you will write B, then write down B complement, then have this combination A B complement, then write down A complement and then B complement, and then add these two things to get the final result. Okay, so I have the truth table. You can do this mathematics at your home. 0 0 0 1 1 0 and then 1 1. So A complement will be like 1 1 0 0. So rest of the calculation you can proceed independently. I can write down the result itself. Okay, so like 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So output is 0 1 1 0. Okay, this is the XOR gate. This is the truth table for XOR gate. And not to worry, I am actually recording this meeting. Let me okay, now the most important one that might not have been taught to you apart from this. Okay, this thing that you already know. Let me know which gate it is. If the input is A, what will be the output? Yes, this is not gate, Siddharth. Correct. So the output will be, if A is the input, the output will be A complement. Correct. Tell me what will be this gate. Can anyone tell me this gate, name of this gate? If this is first, this is second. Buffer. Very good. This is the buffer. This is also called as a buffer, and buffer is actually negation of your NOT gate. Okay, what does that mean? If it is A is the input, then A will be the only output. Correct. I agree with you. The buffer is the correct answer. Now my question says, can you tell me why do we need this kind of a gate? Means you're giving 1 as an input and you're getting 1 at the output. Very good. Tevani Karan, to boost the signal. Exactly. So the buffer is a gate where, suppose I'm going to mention this part. To boost the signal means exactly what is actually happening here. I'm going to give some emphasis on this, because when you work on the microprocessor and microcontroller, you're actually working on zeros and one. But zeros and ones are actually in terms of a logical language when you say. Okay, but to be truth, what microprocessor does not know what is 0 and what is 1. Okay, so you should also know what exactly that 0 and 1 mean. So I'm going to emphasize on that right now. So whenever I say 0, please always remember, this is I'm talking about logic. Okay, logic 0 and this is logic 1. So whenever I say logic 0, what microprocessor understand is a voltage level. Okay, suppose I have a microprocessor of say maximum voltages of 5 volt. Always remember your microprocessor, microcontrollers actually works on the maximum voltage of 5 to 6, not more than that, or maybe 6 or 7. Okay, more than that the voltage is not required for your microprocessor and microcontroller. So whenever we say 5 volt, it means logic 1, and whenever we say 0 volt, it means logic 0. But whenever you take any multimeter and you measure any pin's voltage, you will neither get 0 nor get 5. The value that you actually get, suppose you might get any value between 0 to 2.24. When you try to measure a value in your multimeter to any particular pin of your microprocessor or microcontroller, okay, so in that case, if you are if your multimeter is showing you the reading of 0 to 2.24, any value in between, it will not give you 0. Maybe the very rarest chance you will get the 0. So you have to consider it has to be a logic 0. Your microcontroller or microprocessor, it will treat that value will be logic 0. And if it is 1, then it has to be 2 to 2.5 onward 5, any value in between. I hope this part is clear to you. Okay, and now when the Tevan Karan said to the boost signal, on what he might mean, that suppose I have a signal A here present with the value of say 2.26 volt. Okay, so as per the logic, it has to be logic 1 only, but it is very weak. If you'll see the signal strength, so which has to be supposed to be 5, but it is showing you 2.26. okay, this might occur due to some internal drop of the voltage, where some unwanted resistance is present. So because of that, the voltage drop will be there. So from 2.26, this is weak signal and this has to be logic 1. So what this buffer is going to do, it's going to make it to the 5 volt again. So can you see the boost of the signal means what exactly the meaning of that? I hope this part is clear to you. So the buffer is very important and we must learn about that buffer. Now apart from the buffer, let's go something more in detail of the buffer. Okay, so you have an input buffer and it has an output. As most of you now know what is exactly the meaning of the buffer, and you also know that what the buffer exactly do, that improves the signal quality or the strength of the signal. Okay, still this buffer, the way as it is right now is being shown in the diagram, it's of no use to us, because you know what, it is something like buffer is acting as a gate. Okay, and the gate is open. Suppose if you have a door and you have a house, you have a house with a door open, so like there is no privacy thing, there is no control of that house over you have, because when the door is open, anyone can come in or anyone can go out as is their own will. So what we need to do, we need to have a control, like we can close, we should be able to close the door, and we should not allow the people to come in as in when required. Only with the permission they should be able to come in. I hope you understood the idea what I'm trying to say. So what we are going to do to this buffer, we are going to add some another input, and that input is going to be this input. So this is input, this is output, and this is also called as enable. Clear? This input is also called as enable input. Okay, now this input will have truth table, something like this. Truth table, you have A as an input and let's say Y as an output. Try to understand the difference between these two. Whenever you have 1, your output will be 1. Whenever you have 0, your output will be 0, and that's it, nothing else. What about this? This will have two inputs. One, let's say enable, I'll short it as E. So you have E as another input, then A as the primary input, and this is, let's say, Y as your output. So how this is going to work? Let's say enable, I am just activating. Listen to my word properly. I am saying right now, just to make you understand what I am saying, I am activating this input. When this input is active, that time okay, let's come back to this. What I said, whenever my enable input is active, okay, whenever it is active, I'm just showing you this active means I have given some input, okay. So at that time, if I have 0, my output will be 0. If I have input as 1, my output will be 1. If you can see, this is working as normal to your buffer. Can you see 1 पे 1 input आता है, 0 पे 0 output आ रहा है. Can you see this? So if I am saying, if I am disconnecting this input, means inactive, and when I have inactive, it means no matter what input you give, x means what, it doesn't matter, 0, it could be 0 or it could be 1. So x means don't care condition. I am writing h. X means what, don't care. What is h? Is a high impedance. Can you hear me now properly? X is don't care condition and h is high impedance. I hope this part is clear. Okay, so what is high impedance exactly? Okay, you must know this, what is high impedance. So high impedance says that there is no contact between input and output. Let me say, there is, when I say there is no contact, it means virtually input and output are not connected. Remember, this is only virtually, disconnection is there. In reality, hello, okay, so I'll just clear this once again. What is high impedance? High impedance, I said, whenever the output is in high impedance, it means virtually input and output will not have any connection, okay, physical connection. This is virtually means what, they will be still in contact, but input will not go to the output because the second input is actually not connected. Okay, so now let me give you the actual meaning of connection and not connection. Okay, in reference to this part, all of you, can you see that what this bubble is doing over here? It is, this bubble is acting as a negation. If you know the logic from the mathematics of 11th and 12th, you know the negation means अगर ट्रू है तो फॉल्स होगा, फॉल्स है तो ट्रू होगा, जीरो है तो वन होगा और वन है तो जीरो होगा, समथिंग लाइक दैट, negation. So bubble is actually doing a negation part. It means if here you have 1, the bubble will make it to 0. Here if you have 0, the bubble will make it to 1. And in this case buffer, can you see there is no bubble? And if there is no bubble, it means the negation part is not going to work. That means if there is 1, it will be 1, and 0, then it will be 0, right? So that bubble actually plays a very important role here. If you'll observe to this enable input, I have not connected anywhere a bubble. I have not shown the bubble. Of course the bubble can be represented here or here, huh? There is no harm in representing the bubble here. I can represent this NOT gate as this way also at the end of this, or I can represent here, that is this connection. Of course I can do this part also. मैं bubble यहाँ पे भी represent कर सकता हूँ. This will be still a NOT gate. अगर मैं यहाँ पे 0 दूंगा तो यहाँ पे output 1 आएगा. You just need to understand what the bubble is actually doing there. So if you understood this part, so let me remind you once again what I am doing here with this. So I hope you cannot see anywhere bubble here to the third input. Okay, that means to activate this input we must give 1. When I give 1 here, so this tri-state buffer, this is also called tri-state. Remember why this is called tri-state? Because it will have 3 states. What are those 3 states? One is 0, one is 1, and the other one is the third state, which is not present here. Can you see there are only 2 states in the normal buffer 0 and 1. But in tri-state buffer or the two input buffer, it will have 0 as one state, 1 as another state, and the third state is a tri-state, or that is called as a high impedance state, H. So H is basically your third state, and therefore this kind of a devices, those who have third input, is actually called as a tri-state devices. So our tri-state devices, buffer is one of the tri-state devices which has a two input. Okay, so you now please remember this, whenever there is a one input is given, that time your buffer will act as a normal buffer, yani this part, your enable input is active. इसका मतलब यहाँ पे मैंने 1 दिया है, तो क्या होगा, आपका इनपुट में अगर 0 है तो आउटपुट में 0 मिलेगा, इनपुट में अगर 1 है तो आउटपुट में 1 मिलेगा. ओके, तो सेकंड पार्ट हम लोग देखते हैं फिर इसको. ठीक है, सेकंड पार्ट कैसे होगा फिर. तो सेकंड पार्ट में अगर मैंने इसको 0 इनपुट दिया, अब 0 इनपुट मतलब ये इनपुट एक्टिव नहीं होगा, फिर दैट इज इनएक्टिव पार्ट. तो उस समय आपका इनपुट और आउटपुट वर्चुअली डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाएगा, और इस समय अब आप यहाँ पे 0 1 कुछ भी दो, आउटपुट में क्या होगा, हाई इंपीडेंस स्टेट. अब हाई इंपीडेंस स्टेट का अगर आप बोलोगे कि फिर लॉजिक लेवल क्या होगा, तो अगर आपने मल्टीमीटर लिया और यहाँ पे मल्टीमीटर का रेड कनेक्ट किया और ग्राउंड में आपने ब्लैक कनेक्ट किया, तो आपको जो भी जंक वैल्यू दिखाई देगा, तो it will have no meaning, it will have no the result or outcoming from the input part. This will be purely junk value, and it has nothing to do with your actual input. Okay, जो भी आउटपुट में आप मेजर करोगे, जब यहाँ पे अनेबल में 0 आपने कनेक्ट किया, तो उस समय क्या होगा, आपका इनपुट और आउटपुट वर्चुअली डिस्कनेक्ट होगा, तो आपके आउटपुट में जो भी आउटपुट मिलेगा वो जंक वैल्यू रहेगा, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं होगा, और उसी को हाई इंपीडेंस स्टेट कहते हैं. आई होप दिस पार्ट इज वेरी मच क्लियर टू यू व्हाट इज द अनेबल इनपुट. अब मैं अनेबल इनपुट का दूसरा एस्पेक्ट बताना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि ये पार्ट ईजी है समझने को, तो दूसरा एस्पेक्ट जल्दी से समझ में आ जाएगा, दैट इज एक्टिव लो. ओके, यानी ट्राई स्टेट बफर विथ बबल. अब मैं दोबारा एक बबल ड्रॉ कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है, अब इसका जो दूसरा इनपुट है अनेबल इनपुट, मैं यहाँ पे देखो क्या कर रहा हूँ. कैन यू सी द बबल पार्ट? लेट मी ड्रॉ विथ रेड. आई हैव ड्रॉन, दिस इज माई अनेबल नाउ. ओके, तो यहाँ पे बबल नहीं है, ऊपर वाले केस में यहाँ पे बबल नहीं है, इसीलिए इस टाइप के अनेबल पिन को एक्टिव हाई कहते हैं. क्या कहते हैं? एक्टिव हाई. और इस टाइप के बबल में, जहां पे इस टाइप के बफर में, ट्राई स्टेट बफर में, जहां पे आपको बबल दिख रहा है, अनेबल पिन को याद रखना. मैं क्या कह रहा हूं, ये आउटपुट का बबल को नहीं बता रहा हूं, मैं अनेबल पिन को बबल जो दिया है उसकी बात कर रहा हूं. तो अगर वहां पे बबल है तो उसे कहते हैं एक्टिव लो. दिस काइंड ऑफ इनपुट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज एक्टिव लो. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि जब भी मैं कहूं कि आपका ये इनपुट एक्टिव हाई है, तो वहां पे आपको 1 देना पड़ेगा उस डिवाइस को एक्टिवेट करने के लिए, और जब भी मैं कहूं एक्टिव लो है, तो वहां पे आपको देना पड़ेगा 0 उस डिवाइस को एक्टिवेट करने के लिए. तो मुझे बताओ, फिर यहाँ पे अगर मैंने 0 दिया, तो यहाँ पे इनपुट 1 रहेगा, तो आउटपुट क्या होगा? गिव मी द कमेंट. वेरी गुड. क्योंकि ये एक्टिव लो बफर है, तो यहाँ पे एक्टिव इनपुट में अगर 0 दूंगा तो ये नॉर्मल बफर की तरह काम करेगा. अच्छा, सिंस यहाँ पे मुझे ट्राई स्टेट बफर ड्रॉ करना है, मैंने नॉट गेट ड्रॉ किया है, ये किसी ने मेंशन नहीं किया, तो आउटपुट 1 नहीं आएगा. अगर ये बबल यहाँ पे रहेगा आउटपुट में, तो 0 आना चाहिए. करेक्ट, जिसने भी 1 दिया वो गलत होगा. अगर आई होप यू नो व्हाट आई मीन. दिस इज प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक दो, यहां से मैं 0 हटा देता हूं. अंडरस्टूड ना? व्हाट वाज द रॉन्ग थिंग? गुड. सो दिस इज द ट्राई स्टेट बफर सो यहाँ पे देखो आप, यहाँ पे जो बफर है, बफर को मैंने आगे अभी बबल हटा दिया है, तो ये नॉर्मल बफर की तरह काम करेगा। और ये सिंस इट इज़ एक्टिव लो बफर, मुझे इसको इनपुट में क्या देना होगा, 0। जब मैंने 0 दिया तो 1 इनपुट में जो है वो आउटपुट में दिखाई देगा, और अगर 0 इनपुट में है तो आउटपुट में 0 दिखाई देगा। दिस इज द नॉर्मल working of a buffer. Now let's see the question answer session. This is one part of the, this is also called as a tri-state buffer. So this is one of the part of your syllabus. And the book that I am going to refer, please see this. This is the book I am going to refer. Ramesh Gaonkar and Application with 8085. Ramesh Gaonkar. The edition that now I am using, I have is a 5th edition. एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली इसका PDF वर्जन अवेलेबल नहीं है मेरे पास, अदरवाइज मैंने आपको सबको PDF वर्जन शेयर। ओके, सो तो कमिंग ऑन द डिकोडर, so decoder is, I'm going to draw logic or block diagram first of all, and then we will start with understanding what exactly decoder is. Okay, so the block diagram for the decoder is, so this diagram, this is the block diagram that represents the 2:4 decoder. Okay, so in this 2:4 decoder, what exactly decoder says? The decoder is a logic circuit. Whenever I say logic circuit, it has to do with the zeros and one only. So decoder is a logic circuit that identifies each combination of input, each combination that are present at the input by the output. I repeat what I said. Decoder is a logic circuit that identifies each combination of the signal that is present at the input. Okay, it simply means, let's give the labeling and try to understand what it means. Okay, I'm going to label this by 0, 1, 2, 3. Now since you know this is input, there are two input, A and B, and when I say logically, these two inputs can have 4 possible combination. जैसे कि एक, whenever A is 0, B can be 0 or B can be 1, and whenever A is 1, B can be 0 and B can be 1. So this way, if you'll see, there are 4 possible combinations I have that is present at the input. Okay, so that will activate my output. Let's say output is a Y line. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3. What does that mean? Whenever I'll assume, let's say my output 2 is activated. When I say my output is 2, the line is activated, it means the signal at the input must be this. That means my input A will be 1 and output B will be 0. That is what it means. And now I'll write the statement. I'll dictate that statement. Decoder is the logic circuit that identify each combination of the signal present at its input. I hope this part is clear to you. Whenever I see the output of the decoder and I can see which output is glowing, let's say 2 output is glowing, then I can identify that A input has to be 1 and the B input has to be 0. This logic symbol will be like truth table. I will be giving you as a general result. I will be saying that this truth table is always true in the case of 2:4 decoder. That means when I say the output 0 is being glowing or the output 0 is being activated, it represents that the input A and B, both the inputs are 0. The signal present at both the inputs are 0. I hope this part clears you what is a decoder circuit is. Okay, decoder means what exactly it does. Whatever the coded message is being there at the input, it will decode them. Okay, I hope this part is clear. Way of writing. Since we are actually learning tri-state devices, we are into the art of the tri-state device. So in tri-state device, I'm going to remodify this decoder only here, so that my time will be saved. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a tri-state device. What is the difference between normal device and tri-state device? It's just a one input, one extra input. It can be more than one input, of course. So that one input is enable input. So in this case that I'm going to draw is this. So this is your enable. Okay. So A, B are my two input. Apart from this two input, enable is my third input. ओके अब आपको enable का तो मतलब पता चल गया है. अब इसका दूसरा पर्सपेक्टिव भी देखते हैं. इसका मतलब क्या है कि मैं इसको किसी और सेंटेंस में आंसर करने की कोशिश करता हूँ. व्हाट इज एन enable input? ओके, try to understand this sentence. This is very important. When I'll say this, you must understand this, what I'm actually trying to say. Okay, let us see how many of you could get this, what I'm saying. Okay, let me keep the chat open. Okay, so enable is a third input. Apart from this, I am saying it in a different sentence. Suppose this is my device. Let's say device 1, D1, device 1. So device 1, to switch on the device 1, I must switch on the enable input. To activate device 1, I must activate E input, capital E input, enable input. And since this is active low, what input should I give here to activate my decoder? Exactly. When I'll give 0 here, my device will get activated and this device will work as normal decoder circuit. Is that clear, all of you? And when I say if I have the input is 1, enable input is 1, that means this device is virtually disconnected. All the output that will have the value of high impedance, and input will have the state X. X means don't care condition. In a don't care condition, you don't have to bother about ki what will be the output and whether the device will be connected or not, unless you give the proper input to the enable. So wherever enable pin is there, you must first take care of that enable pin. Then only your input and output will work as it is defined for. Okay, otherwise the circuit is not going to work properly. In fact, they are going to be disconnected, virtually disconnected. Remember this thing. Okay, so let's learn one example of a decoder. There is a IC called as 74LS138. Okay, and I'm going to draw the diagram for that IC. Apart from that diagram, I'm going to draw the truth table as well. This is called as 74LS138 decoder, or this is also called as 1 out of 8 binary decoder or demultiplexer. I'll repeat, 1 out of 8 binary decoder or demultiplexer. Okay, so what about this? How this circuit works? So there are basically 3 input. Let me give the label. Say rather than 1 2 3, I'm going to label them like this: O0, A0, A1 and A2. That means this is the first input, this is the second input, and this is the third input. And I have output as, let's say, O0, O1, likewise up to O7. Is this part clear? O0, O1, O2, these are the outputs, okay? O3, O4, O5, O6, O7. Since I'm starting from 0, remember this, since I'm starting from 0, so for 8 pins I must have 0 to 7 lines, and this is 3, there are 3 enable pins, okay? So the first pin is, let's say, E1, E2, and E3. Is it clear? Now in this case, whenever I want to have any combination at the output to represent the signal at the input, I must have the enable lines to be activated, and all 3 enables lines should be activated at the same time. What it means, suppose if I have E1, E2, 0, 0 and E3 as 1, it means my enable line is not been activated. It means that no matter what is the input at whatever the signal at the input is present, my output is not going to get changed. Is this part clear? If any other combination apart from this, if I want to activate this, I must have 0 here. That means this 0, ये बबल क्या करेगा, उसको 0 के बाद यहाँ पे 1 कर देगा. ये बबल क्या करेगा, E2 का बबल ये 0 को बबल जाने के बाद 1 कर देगा. That means 0, 0, 0, these 3 inputs at E1, E2, E3 enable signal activate my IC, or 1:8 binary decoder IC. That means whenever this signal is present at this 3 input line, then only my any signal that is present at the input will change the output signal. That means suppose A2, A1, A0. Let's say I have this 3 input. Likewise 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, then 0, 1, 1, then 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and then 1, 1, 1. So these are my 8 possible combinations that can be at the input. Hello, am I still present with you guys? Okay, good. Good. I come to know. Okay. Otherwise, मैं यहाँ पे अकेला बड़बड़ करता जाऊँगा, and then there will be no one that will be listening to me. Good. चलो. Let's come back to our topic. Since we have 3 inputs, 3 input altogether with the logically can have 8 different combination. They can make themselves with 8 different combination. That means at the output we have 8 different lines. Suppose if our 03, this O3, and how you are going to represent this, this will be like 0, your output line, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I said your output line O3 is actually active. Let us say O3 is active. O3 means, let's say this, that means your A0 will be 1, your A1 will be 1, and your A2 will be 0. Is it clear what I said? How the buffer is actually working, is it clear? Good. I hope this part is clear, very much clear to you. Okay. At the same time, you must remember that the enable has to be 0, 0, 0. Any other combination than this 3, 0, 0, 0 will deactivate the IC, and input will have no effect on the output pins. Okay. So this is actually encoder. You can ask me any doubt regarding this encoder में, anything else you want to ask? Encoder is all three should be 0, correct? Yes, in this case all three should be 0. E1, E2, E3, all three should be 0. That means then only your IC will get activated, and that's why this is also called as a tri-state devices. Your third input, second input, apart from the normal input, your other input should be active, and active means in this case it is active low. तो to activate this I must give 0. अगर यहाँ से मैं अगर बबल हटा दूँ, ये जो 0, ये जो बबल मैं वाइट से रब कर रहा हूँ, अगर वो बबल वहाँ पे नहीं है मान लो, तो वो इनपुट एक्टिव हाई बन जाएंगे, और उस केस में मुझे इनपुट को डिवाइस को 1 करने के लिए, एक्टिव करने के लिए वहाँ पे 1 देना होगा. यानी तीनों पर 1 होगा तो ही मेरा डिवाइस क्या होगा, एक्टिव होगा. इज इट क्लियर? गुड. और एक चीज़ मैं यहाँ पे ऐड करना चाहूँगा कि ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है कि तीनों भी एक्टिव लो होना चाहिए और तीनों भी एक्टिव हाई होना चाहिए. दिस इज़ नॉट कंपल्सरी एट ऑल. ओके, व्हाट आई मीन बाय दैट मैं ये भी बता देता हूँ. ये ऐसा भी मुमकिन है. जस्ट एज्यूम दिस पार्ट. Now can you tell me what kind of an input combination will give me? Sequentially बता दो. यहाँ से स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ मैं सीक्वेंस. 0 0 1. वेरी गुड. सिद्धि. यस विनायक. 0 0 1 will activate my IC. I hope this part is clear, very much clear. This is called as a decoder. Is it clear? Let's go to the next part, that is the encoder. So I'm going to give you the logic diagram, block diagram for the encoder. 8:3 encoder. Okay. So decoder में कैसा था कि 3 इनपुट और 8 आउटपुट, राइट? तो एनकोडर में कुछ उसी तरीके से होगा. So what actually encoder is going to do, this is also called as 8:3 encoder. So each combination at the input, any one single input line when activated, मान लो I'm activating this input line 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So for example, I have labeled them each line 0 1 2 7. So any one line if I am activating, let's say 5th line, so respectively that, and let's say here I have A0, A1 and A2. Okay, तो 5 combination के लिए क्या होता है, like if you'll see A0 is 1 0 1, so this code will be there 1 0 1. This will be the output. Is this part clear? It is exactly opposite of that of your decoder. But what happens, any one particular line at the input is activated at one time, and for that particular line the corresponding code is being generated. And in decoder what is happening, some code is being coming to the input signal, and that code is being recognized by the 8 different output lines. Any one output line is being activated at a particular time in the case of decoder. And encoder में क्या हो रहा है, out of 8 lines any one particular line is being activated, and for that particular line the code is being generated, binary code. 101 is a 5 for binary, you can see here. So this code is being generated since 5th line is being activated. यहाँ पे कैसा हो रहा है, ऐसे जा रहे हैं हम लोग, 5th लाइन एक्टिवेट हो रहा है तो ये कोड मिल रहा है हमें. ओके, और डिकोडर में कैसा हो रहा है, डिकोडर में ऑपोजिट थिंग इज हैपनिंग. वी आर गेटिंग दिस सिग्नल and we are actually identifying that signal by this code. Clear na? So this is exactly opposite of that your encoder. and this is also called as sometimes multiplexer and demultiplexer. I hope you might have heard this somewhere, multiplexer and demultiplexer. So let's go ahead with this. The example for this demultiplexer is 74LS148 with enable line this E1. The IC name is 74LS148. Is it clear? This is the IC, and it will also have two extra output, enable output. Okay, जैसे enable input होता है वैसे enable output भी हो सकता है. So you might ask you what is the use of this thing. Okay, so say for example if I have 8 combination, okay, 8 different input lines, so maximum combination that I can represent them is 3. I hope you understood what I mean by that. If you'll observe this, 0 to 7 there are 8 different combination, okay, and this combination in binary form I can represent them in only 3 maximum way, right? So what if I have more than 8 combination, इसके आगे भी और combination है, 7 के बाद 8 है, 9 है, 10 है. So for that what I should do? Okay, I can have one of the enable output. That means I can have 4 combination then. Means let's say A0, A1, A2 and let's say E0. So like 0 0 0 0 will be your 0, then 1 0 0 0 will be your 1. I hope this part clears you what would be that another enable line. And one of the enable line is to cascade the 2 IC of this. That means I can have IC 74LS148. This is one IC. This is another IC. Same IC 74LS148. Okay, if I have this 2 IC, I can have cascade them together. I can join them together with GS pin. You don't need to bother about their connection at all. You only need to know that there will be 5 different output. 3 will be your actual output and 2 output will be enable output. Is it clear? You don't need to bother about to go into the detail of that IC. This much is okay. You have the 8 different input and the one active enable input, active low enable input. Remember I said active low since there is a bubble, okay, and all 5 output lines are active low. Is it clear? I hope so. Okay, so here I would like to mention you one more thing, and this is very important thing when I talk about the active low and active high. This is very important thing what I'm going to tell you right now. Please listen to this part very carefully, because it might confuse you for a while, but it should not confuse. You should not confuse yourself with this what I'm saying right now. This is actually very important. What that I'm going to say is this, okay, I want to activate 5th line, okay, so I must give 0 here and the rest of the line will have 1. Is this part disturbing you? It should not. I want to activate the 5th line. This line I want to activate at the input. That means my signal has to be here. So I am giving 0. Because can you see it is active low, na? So I must give 0 here. Okay? And now same way I am going to ask you the question, what should be the output? Since 5 output represents normally as 101, what should be the output here? Should it be 101? Yes, very good. Tevani Karan. It should be 010 because the output will be also active low, na? Hope so. All of you have understood this part. This is very very important. Huh? When you will read the book, you have to take care of that enable active and low, enable active high and active low wala part. If you miss this part, that is why I took care of this in the tri-set buffer. Without this basic knowledge, you will read this, you will get confused कि हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पे. You should take care of this part while reading. Okay. So we will be going to the next part, that is latch. Okay, to explain you about the latch, I am actually going to give you the basic idea about the flip-flop. Without the flip-flop, you cannot actually understand the latch. So let's start with the flip-flop. Okay, suppose I have RS flip-flop and this is the output of a RS flip-flop, or I'll use JK flip-flop, that would be better. I'm giving you truth table, okay, and I'll explain you first what it is, and then we can have some question answer session on this JK flip-flop, and let us see how much you could understand. Okay, so JK flip-flop, JK00, 01, and let's say 10 and 11. The output here is no change. I'm giving you this value. Based on this value, I'll explain you something, some part, and then we will see the question answer part to really what you have understood. Okay, this will be like okay, I'll just make some more changes. End of last value. Okay, this is the truth table for JK flip-flop. Okay, and let me show you what exactly it means. I'm just going to explain you, and then we will have a question answer session for this. Okay, this is JK flip-flop, and these are the two input. J and K are the two input. Flip-flop is a device that will give you a particular output Q according to the input condition, and that output I have given you here. Okay, so let's understand JK flip-flop. When J and K is, J is 0 and K is 1, the output will be 0, and this is also called as a reset condition. Huh? The another combination I am using, the J is 1 and K is 0. That time output will be 1, and you also call this kind of a combination as a set. Output is set. Okay, ये कमेंट जो है मैं आउटपुट के लिए मेंशन कर रहा हूँ, तो आउटपुट इज सेट. लेट्स हैव द थर्ड कॉम्बिनेशन. दिस इज 1 and this is 1. that means the fourth combination I am seeing, that means toggle. और toggle का क्या मतलब होता है? Complement of the last value. Can you tell any of you, can you tell me what should I write? Zero. Very good. Why 0? Who said 0? Rohan, Siddhi. Why you said 0? Because complement of the last value. Exactly. And the last value was green, that is 1. Last input combination हम लोग ने green में दिया था ना, 1 0. Is this part clear to you? So output will be for this will be 0. I agree with this. Okay. Now I am going to say put the next combination is 0 0. Now can you tell me what should be the output? Very good. It has to be 0 because it says no change. जो भी आपने लास्ट इनपुट दिया, अभी लास्ट इनपुट तो मैंने रेट दिया था ना ये नेक्स्ट इनपुट देने से पहले, सो द नेक्स्ट आउटपुट विल बी 0 बिकॉज द लास्ट आउटपुट वॉज 0. स्टिक टू दिस पार्ट बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि ये डी फ्लिप फ्लॉप में हमें काम आने वाला है. जो लैच हमें जो आर्टिकल जो स्टडी करना है उसमें यही पार्ट हमें काम आने वाला है. सो एज पर दिस कॉम्बिनेशन नाउ व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, I'll ask you few questions, start answering me in respect to that sense. Okay, I'll just rub the comment part and I'll rub out this part. Let's have the question answer. These are your J and K and this is your Q. Now you're supposed to tell me what will be the output, okay, for respective combination of J and K. So if I have J, K, 0 and 1, what will be the output? Make it quick comments. Reset, very good, 0. Okay, so 1 0 के लिए क्या होगा? 1 set, very good. 1 1 के लिए क्या होगा? 0. 1 1 के लिए क्या होगा? 1 1 के लिए अभी 1 1 दोबारा डाला है. 1 अभी 1 1 के लिए क्या होगा? ओह वेरी गुड. अभी इसके लिए क्या होगा ये बताओ? 0 0. गुड, वेरी गुड. अभी क्या होगा बताओ? ओके 0. आर्टिकल 0. हितेश, दिव्या 1, पता नहीं अभी ये सारे आंसर शायद मिक्स हो रहे हैं. कमेंट पता नहीं चल रहे कि कौन से पहले वाले के लिए दिया है, 1 के लिए दिया. संदीप ये 1 क्यों लिखा है तुमने? मैंने अभी 0 0 लिखा है, यहाँ पे भी 0 0 लिखा है. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड. 0 0 मीन्स नो चेंज. पिछली बार चेंज हुआ था नहीं, 0 ही हुआ था. 0 0 के लिए पिछली बार जो 0 था वही आउटपुट रहेगा. फिर दोबारा मैंने इनपुट 0 0 दिया तो लास्ट आउटपुट क्या था? 0. इसलिए वो चेंज नहीं होगा, वही आउटपुट यहाँ पे आएगा. Yes, no change. So 0 0 will be the output. I hope the rest of you have understood this. Good. So JK flip flop समझने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी. अब सबसे important चीज़ मैं जो बताने जा रहा हूँ, okay, I understood now. You have got that part. The thing that I'm going to show you right now is very important. That is about the clock and flip flop. क्योंकि आप कहीं पे भी लॉजिक सर्किट में देखोगे, माइक्रो प्रोसेसर या फिर माइक्रो कंट्रोलर या किसी भी पार्ट में देखोगे, क्लॉक इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. क्लॉक. सो आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू दैट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. तो क्लॉक के बारे में जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है एंड द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द क्लॉक विल बी इज समथिंग लाइक दैट. द क्लॉक मीन्स अ स्क्वायर वेव, सिंपल. ओके, क्लॉक के जो पल्सेस होते हैं वो ऐसे होते हैं. Basically a clock. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide this clock into 4 different location, and those location that I'm going to show you is this. Those locations are this is not that visible. I'll change the pen. This is upper edge and this is lower going edge. Understood na? Or positive edge and negative edge. This one is a positive edge and this one is a negative edge. And apart from this, the other two are this is also called as a high level and this is also called as a low level. Is it clear? The clock is basically consists of a square wave normally, Okay, so in this clock square wave, basically, like, there are four different sections or four different parts that I have divided. The one is a positive edge or rising edge, then there is a high level, then there is a negative edge or lowering edge, and then there is a low level. Okay, so out of this all four, let me give them number. Positive edge is the first, second let's call it as a high level, third is negative edge, and the fourth is low level. And now I'm going to draw this all four diagram with a distinct representation of their clock. How do you represent this all four clock? The first clock, since it is positive edge, I am going to draw this, and then there is a triangle ahead of this. In front of that clock symbol, you need to draw a triangle. What is the second one? It is high level. So in the high level, what you do, this is the circuit or block diagram, and for clock you just simply draw a line. In third case, this is a negative edge. So in negative edge, what you do, you draw a line, then you draw a bubble and with triangle. Bubble with triangle, please remember this. This represents the negative edge. And in case 4, that is low level. Now you could have guessed this thing, what it should be. Line with a bubble. This is the 4 different way of representing the clock. अच्छा, इसका क्या मतलब होगा exactly? It means that whenever I have the positive clock edge, that means, please understand what is going to happen here. मान लो this is your clock. This is your clock present at the clock input of your any flip flop. Okay, so what is going to happen, and what clock this represents? This represents the positive edge, right? That means this. Oh, color is not changing. Okay, so this represents that the output can change according to the input only when there is a rising edge is present at the clock signal, and the other time the output will not change. This is what it means. Whenever I say clock is present, so I must see if it is rising edge, if it is positive edge, the clock has to be at this transition, low to high transition. Then only your output will change according to the input, and the rest of the time, that is high level, low level or lowering edge, the output will not change. Is this part clear? Similarly, in this case, if this is the case, yani this is positive high level clock, so in this case the output will change only when your clock is high, and rest of the time your output is not going to change. I just want to know whether I am audible to you right now also or not. Hello? Okay, good. Is this part clear what I am saying about the clock? Okay, good. So let's see again. I'll repeat the second part once again. Please pay attention. Your output in this circuit, second circuit I have shown, your output will change according to the input combination only when your clock is at this level, high level, and the other part of the output will not change. Okay, only with the high. In this case, this is negative edge. Negative edge में क्या होगा? Output will change according to the input combination only when the lowering edge is there, and that means this part. सिर्फ जब हाई से लो ट्रांजिशन होगा आउटपुट ये क्लॉक सर्किट पे, इस इनपुट पे, उसी वक्त आपका आउटपुट चेंज होगा अकॉर्डिंग टू द इनपुट कॉम्बिनेशन. And similarly in this case the low level clock will change the output according to the input condition when the clock is at this state. ये white वाला state जो है, यहाँ पे जब clock present रहेगा तभी आपका output change होगा according to the input condition. Is this part clear? If this is the basic, okay, ये basic आपको book में नहीं मिलेगा, इसलिए मैं यहाँ पे explain कर रहा हूँ. Without this understanding you will not understand what is there given in the circuit, what does the clock means and everything. You will not get anything if you have no idea what it is, and this is what the clock is, and this is not given in the book. So that is why this is the extra information that I have given. Please keep a note of this. This is very important, क्योंकि ये मैं next lectures में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा. When I say the clock is given, it means given, and when out of this 4 combination any combination is being shown, you should understand when the clock will be changed and when the output will change according to the input signal, and that is why I am showing you this. So make a note of this right now only. It will be very difficult for you to understand in the next lecture if you have not understood this. Thanks for watching my video. If you do understand the concept, then like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.